you guys, this is episode 4 of the Freightliner Classic XL. Today is Sunday, so I figured I'd get back out to the truck and do a little bit more work, especially since I'm motivated since the seats are gone. But did I just ruin my truck or what? I just power washed the floor. I put like bleach and some Shout on the floor and scrubbed it real good, and I just took up my power washer, power washer, and I power washed all of the carpet all the way around after I hit it with Shout and the floors and stuff. I don't plan on keeping these. This is all soaked. I wanted to wet it up before I remove it, so everything's a little bit muddy, but that's because that's all the dirt that came off of the carpet, because I do plan on keeping the carpet for now, but I don't know. I covered the wires up and everything so that they won't get hit, except for those wires, but I don't really care. If I have to replace some wiring or whatever, then I guess I'll do, but I tried not to get it wet. So now I'm about to just try to get as much of this water out of the truck as much as possible, and I'm gonna start working on this cabinet. And if you guys can hear, I got a little fan in here, so I'm gonna start ripping up everything. And I just had to, I feel like I had to clean the floor because it was like super filthy, and plus I just wanted to see how it looked if I was to clean it, considering this piece of rubber is $1,700 so at the dealership. So stay tuned, you guys. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing today, but I will be keeping you guys updated along the way, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm working on this freaking cabinet and I finally got it out. As you guys can see, I was getting frustrated, so I used the angle grinder and cut a hole out because I really don't want this cabinet up top, but I'll figure out later how I'm going to remove it or what I'm going to do. But until then, I'd rather have a hole in my cabinet, top cabinet. And then I found out that all I had to do is take this pulley bar and get up underneath it, as well as use one of these nail punchers and with a hammer, and it punched right through. But I didn't feel like waiting for the people to respond to me showing me how to get these things out. But I got the bottom cabinet out, as well as these freaking yellow jackets keep coming in here. That's what's slowing me down, but this cabinet definitely slowed me down. So I cut that piece out, and then I got that one out. But so far we got the cabinet out, so I'm gonna just throw it out there on the ground. I got the floor, the rubber, I threw it down there as well. I got the rubber, the foam off the back, so we're all the way down to the metal or the steel. And then as far as this rubber, I got that strip, the floor edge strip off on that side, and I'm gonna take a break and then work on that side. But the hardest thing that's hard for me to get off is these seat belt buckles. For some reason they're really grounded in there, so I have to figure out how I'm gonna get those out, because I am gonna have to strip this floor all the way down. But I figured I'd leave that rubber on there until the last minute, because it's gonna be a piece of work getting all this off, especially since I got these floor plates, which I'm probably gonna cut around it. But that rubber is pretty tough. So this is what I got so far. I'm gonna take a break on this panel because I gotta clean this cabinet out. My phone is probably covered in dust, and I hope you guys can hear me through this fan. But I guess these were the cords. It's a cable cord. I'm gonna try to pin these out the way, and oh, those cords, I'm not even showing you guys, and just try to get as much stuff stripped out as possible. Well, I guess I will start working on this cabinet. I'm just trying to tackle stuff, you know, as much as I can get done at one time. I feel like when I get this cabinet out the way, I'll probably remove this light. Let's see if it has any screws. I'll remove this light and then go after this cabinet, because that's the main two things that I really wanted to do. So stay tuned. I'll show you guys what I screwed up. So I tried to spray these panels red because that's the color that we're going to be doing, and Jason said, and I agree with him, that I did a crappy job. So we're gonna be resanding the paint off of these panels, and he's gonna be going over these panels professionally with some primer and a professional spray gun, versus this is what I use. I love the color and everything, but as far as the outcome, it looks really crappy, and I want it to look nice, so I have to resand this and let Jason do the job. All right, y'all, let me show y'all what I got done today. So this is the floor. I power washed the rubber, and as well as the bottom carpet, which I probably have to scrub a little bit more. I'm going to get that detail later, but we decided that we're going to rip up the rest of the floor. Someone, one of our subscribers, sent us an email on where to get some similar rubber like this, because Rainey's doesn't sell the classic XL rubber outline. So thank you. I will be dropping your name in the description, but thank you for sending us that email. We will be ordering that rubber and re-putting it, because I really didn't want to do that wood because it just peels up and I really don't like the wood. So we're going to be peeling this up and sanding these down and repainting it. But I didn't even start on this panel piece. But what I did today was, I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but I sprayed it, the whole interior, with vinyl spray. I cleaned it down real good and I sprayed it. This is only a first coat. I have to do a second coat. I was running out of spray, but I wanted to get the first coat all over. I'm surprised it doesn't have a lot of runs or anything in it. I know there's a lot of spots that's shinier than the other ones, but I think I did a pretty good job. As you guys can see, underneath the sleeper bunk, that's the color that it was. So this is the color contrast, and I'm actually thinking about doing that one a whole different color, the bottom of the bunk a whole different color, so that it can be a color contrast. But I used the vinyl, and shout out to one of our subscribers for recommending this vinyl spray to us, because we did buy vinyl leather and I couldn't even imagine spraying this or re-wrapping this. It took me forever just to wrap the little panels. But I also sprayed this cabinet here. I was gonna take this out, but I noticed it had like some electrical ports on it, which I'm gonna need, and I don't feel like paying to get reinstalled. So I sprayed that one time. I cleaned it up. This is the upper vinyl, and we pretty much stripped out the flooring. And we also I sprayed the dash, but Jason doesn't like how the black part look, so he's gonna go in later and recoat it with the air gun, because I used a spray can. I think it looks pretty good. And I also went ahead, I couldn't wait, I was excited, so I went ahead and put some chrome on the dash so you guys can see what it's gonna look like. The bottom pieces for the wires, as I told you guys in the last video, I went ahead and ordered that, so I'm waiting for them to come in from the Freightliner dealership. And this is the floor. From me power washing it, it still looks pretty bad, so we're gonna strip up the whole floor down to the metal. But I also sprayed the undercarriage. I sprayed it with some vinyl spray, but again, it's only one coat. I'm having a problem taking this out because the screws are inside, and I also am having a problem taking this out because I feel like the bottom screw is stripped. And this piece right here, I can't get this off. I don't know how to get these rubber lids off, as well as these turning things. This is the windshield, the window washer fluid. I can't get this off. So if you guys have any tips on how to get this particular panel off, as well as pretty much everything with a knob on it, I can't get off. So I'm struggling with that. And this piece right here, the vent, I was gonna add chrome to it, but the screw that's in there is stripped, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to add this chrome vent to there. And I don't think this thing was cheap either, but I'm gonna sit it over here until I figure out whether I'm gonna cut through that and get that off. I think I should. I wonder, do they have chrome for those? But if you guys can see, I also sprayed this whole liner right here. I also sprayed these visors, so I know you guys are like, oh my goodness, the windshield has spray on it. I didn't really care because this window, as you guys can see, it has a huge crack on it. So we're gonna be getting the whole window replaced for all the way around. All the windows in this truck is going to be replaced. But this is the upper part. I know some places are shinier than the others, but I'm pretty much, I feel like once I do the final coat, it will look all right. But I'm pretty satisfied with the way that it came out. This is the vinyl spray, by the way, that I use. I use gloss. As you can see, the gloss one, I use that for the interior, and then the matte black, I used it for these cabinets as well as the dash, because I didn't want a glossy black dash. I want it to be matte black. These things cost like $6 at O'Reilly, so I feel like I saved a lot of money, considering the guy who was gonna do my interior upholstery, he was gonna charge me like $9,000 to do that. So I just have to put in work and fabric wrap all of this. That's gonna be on the back end because I do not feel like fabric wrapping right now. And as you guys can see, I still gotta go in and spray the rest of that with vinyl spray. But that's it, you guys. I tried to get as much stuff as I could. I can't get these seat belt bases off either. It's a bunch of stuff that's just slowing down the process, but I feel like we are coming together with this project, and we're probably going to be putting our refrigerator right there. So the next thing I'm going to be working on is up underneath the sleeper bed and pretty much ripping up this floor so that we can order some seats and get the seats installed. But that's all, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day.